May the Lord be with you.
And also with you.
It's time to hear one of God's stories. This is the Desert Box. So many important things happened here that we need a small piece of it here in this special room. And the desert is a strange and wild place, and at night it's freezing cold, but in the day it's burning hot. There's no water, and the wind is always forming and changing the desert, and it's never ever the same. God led the people through the waters to freedom and gave them the 10 best ways to live. Now the people of God were on their way to the promised land, the land God promised to give them. The people of God loved the 10 ways to live so much that they wanted to carry them with them, but they needed a way to come close to something so precious. So God told them how. First, they made a special box, an ark, to carry the 10 best ways to live. It was covered with gold, and on the top were 2 golden angels, and inside they put the 10 best ways to live. But now they needed a way to get ready to come close to the ark, so they made an altar. They would burn incense, which made a wonderful smoke. And now the priest, he could go through the sweet-smelling incense and smoke to the ark and be close to God. But this still wasn't enough to come close to something so precious. So they made a special table called the Table of Shrewd. It was covered with gold, and every Sabbath day they put 12 loaves of unleavened bread on it. On the other side, they put the gold candlestick with 7 burning lights, the menorah. Now the priest could walk through the Table of Shrewd and the menorah, through the sweet-smelling incense and the smoke, to the ark to be close to God. But this still wasn't enough to get ready. So they made a tent called the tabernacle. Inside the tabernacle, the tent of God, there was a special veil that divided the inside room from the outside room. They called the inside room the Holy of Holies, and that is where they kept the ark. And now the priest could walk into the tent between the table of Shrewd and the menorah, through the sweet-smelling incense and smoke, through the curtain, into the Holy of Holies, to the ark, and be close to God. Outside the tent, they placed the laver. The priests could wash their hands and feet before entering the holy tabernacle. They then covered the tabernacle with beautiful cloths. And finally, they placed rough and woolly cloths so that when others passed by the desert, they could see that this was something just to pass by. But this was still not enough. They couldn't just leave all of this sitting out in the desert. So they put a linen fence all around. Now they had a special place, a special way to come near to be with God. It was the tent for God. So whenever the people of God moved in the desert, they could take down the fence, take down the tabernacle, pack up all of their holy things, and move the tabernacle. I wonder how to get ready to be close to God, and I wonder how it feels to be close to God. I wonder how it feels to carry the love of God with you in all places. It's time to light the Christ candle. The story of building the tabernacle and the instructions how are in the book of Exodus in the Bible. So we enjoy the Christ candle. We remember that as the people of God journeyed through the desert toward the promised land, the ark led the way. But the people of God do not carry the 10 ways to live or the ark anymore. Today we carry the love of God and the love for people in our hearts. And you have the love for God and the love for people in your very own heart. As we take this light and love that's been given to us, we change the light and know that this love and light is with us not just in this place, but in all places and with you in all spaces. Amen.